So Dilbo is obviously the guest now.
I don't see this side.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah.
There's the camera in front of me.
I know. Chuck the sprinklers on for a little bit, then get the photo. It'll be greener. So we can't say we're professionals, but we are professional question answerers. I'll pull a common cooch from the garden and then I'll pull some Tiff Tuff and we can physically show the difference.
We're building out a Black Friday landing page that everyone will be able to subscribe there.
And oh my God, did shit hit the fan, didn't it, Dylan? Episode 42, Alex Keith from the Crows, past player. Well, welcome. Hopefully everyone's all good. It's been another busy week here at Lawnhub. Those of you on the socials, I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably are in some way, shape or form on our socials. So you would have seen the liquid machine go in. Oh, I've got Restream chat on my laptop, Dylan. Oh no, there's 22 people. Look at that. Hello, 22 people. This is Dylan.
Hi guys.
We're also a bit late. Sorry, that was I was wizzy working. Wizzy working. My God, no soundboard today either. Dylan didn't want to set it up, so yeah. So we got the liquid filling machine filled up today. Not filled up today. Sorry, installed Monday, Tuesday. So we got that going. We only made a lot of mess. So yeah, we only made a lot of mess on that. So it seems to be working now. We're able to fill roots and shoots 2 1 litre containers in about 10 seconds, just under 10 seconds. And they've just done 3-way today and they got 2 1 litre containers done in under 5 seconds. So the difference there is roots and shoots, unfortunately, bubbles when you fill it too quick or it froths. So you just got to be very, very careful and slowish. You got to be a lot lower. It's called a fill speed than 3-way. So, and then tomorrow's Saturday. They'll make BBW tomorrow, and Monday I think they're going to get onto wet, which will be exciting. And then I'm just waiting for our new money shot lids to rock up, so we can get some more money shot on the production line. So we got a couple of comments here already, which is good. Finally, from Clifford, good to be back after a few weeks off. Woof woof. Clifford the dog. Did you get it, Dylan? Yeah, you got it. Yep. And Luke Gassy, yo, happy Friday. Yes. I bet the roots and shoots wasn't the only thing frothing. No, Connor, you are correct. We were all frothing. Got a bit of blood in it as well. So, as Dylan likes to say on set on the weekends, gets a bit of blood in it. So let me just turn my phone off. Not off, but on silent. There we go. Oh, I'm like a boomer with my phone lately. Luke, my back. So any updates on the back lawn, Jonesy? As in my back lawn from that video. I watered it for the first week, for the first time second time this season, after my Acelyprin barricade and wet application. So, yeah, I watered it and it got really green very quickly. So we got a stinker here tomorrow. It's going to be 39 degrees out where we live. And then we got rain forecast in the afternoon. Did you know that, Dylan? So make sure you wear a white shirt to tomorrow's dinner, not a grey one. You wear a grey one, you're in trouble. My pants are grey, so I'm in trouble. Might have to go to the, what do they say? Might have to go to the plaza. No, I'm not going to the plaza. Boss Tyson. Tyson is the boss. 2 questions. How long should grass be optimally for someone's lawn? And question 2, did Clint have a bad hangover and just choose to dog you and not do the pod? Well, I'll answer the first one first. How long? I mean, in your situation, Tice, where you've got buffalo and shade, you're probably wanting to look above that 50 to 60 to possibly even 75 mil. So what's that, 2 to 3 inches? Because being in a shaded area, you want the lawn to be able to grab as much sunshine as possible to be able to remain green and continue to grow. But if you're in full sun, there is the sky's the limit sort of thing in terms of the height the lawn needs to be or should be. It doesn't really matter. There's a lot of people that say the longer your grass, the easier it is to get weeds and stuff like that. I don't necessarily agree with that. There's a lot of people that also say that longer grass means longer roots. That's also not true. So, in your situation, I'd be on the higher side because of the sun element. And see you, Celeste. Have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And question 2: did Clint have a bad hang of it? No, he's actually at the Adelaide 500 today, in a nice air conditioned booth, as far as I'm concerned. So good for him. Good for him. Sorry, I'm just. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sorry, my bad. Just working on the fly. Like I said before, I'm riding solo today, so cool. That's fine. Cool. All right, Tyson, hopefully I've answered your question. No, he's at the Adelaide 500, but no activation from Lawnhub this year due to the events that happened last year. So those that know. I'm happy to talk about it. It's probably a real thorn in my side, isn't it, Dylan, unfortunately? So, back to what I was saying. It's stinker here tomorrow, 39 degrees followed by rain. So it's going to be humid as F. So what are the kids saying these days? AF. Humid AF. All right. Hey, Lawnhub, great day for it. Exactly right, Lee. Is it normal to only get YouTube comments come through on this? There's an R down the bottom. I'm just getting... it says Facebook and YouTube. Anyway. Clifford, is Mini Pill... Hang on. Is Mini Pill now going to be... Okay. Clifford, sorry. Is Mini Pill now going to be consistent in the lineup, or do you still have limited buckets? At the moment, I've still got limited buckets. I've probably got about 60 to 80 out there at the moment. They'll probably last, and there we go. Facebook's in. Thanks, Alicia. So they'll probably last till Black Friday, and then they'll probably sell out during Black Friday. I have got another... I think I've got 2 ton on order. So, hopefully that comes in next week as it's supposed to. Like I've said, we've been going on it for feels like years now about the mini prill supply into Australia is tough. So, if you see it, snag it up. I want to say it's here to stay, but nothing's certain. There's only 2 things certain in life, isn't that right, Dylan? Death and taxes. See you, TikTok. All right. Hello there, Nate Extreme. Connor Trey, does short grass need more water in the heat? Not necessarily. Not if it's being looked after on a regular program. Won't require any more or any less water in my situation where I've got heat and wind out the front of my place. I need more water to keep it, I suppose, happy. But in terms of like in a perfect world where we get normal weather patterns and you're on a normal fertilizer program, you wouldn't want to change too much from the amount of water you need. That's also another thing that I see a lot, like, you've got short grass, you need to water more. I mean, I haven't watered my front lawn I've watered once in the last probably once since golf day. So what's that, 28th? So what's that? Nearly 3 weeks. So I've watered once in 3 weeks. So, and I've got 5 mil lawn. So, JPR 2424 reoccurring. Time for Dylan to step up to the mic. We might bring him on. There's still time, guys. There's still plenty of time. We're only 15 minutes in. So if you want to learn more about Dilbo, get in the comments and we'll hook him up. Then Izzy's riding solo. We'll put the pressure on Izzy. Nah, Izzy's good. Yeah, no bearded Kira here today. She's back at Dry Creek. And how do you pronounce her name? I don't really want to butcher it live. No. The other media staff member. Serena. Is Serena? It's like Serena.
It is.
All right. And Serena is also at Dry Creek doing, what are they doing? Graphics for Black Friday. Honestly, guys, if you're not subscribed to the text or the email line, I cannot stress this enough. If there's a product in mind that you desperately want that's not a Lawnhub product, I strongly advise you to get on the text and email line, because you're going to get first access to the discount code and you're going to have the best possible chance to secure the stock that you want. In saying that, I have done some ridiculously large purchase orders for Black Friday, and some of them are starting to roll in now. But if we have the sales that we are expecting, I do believe that the hot property items will sell in that early release for the text and email. So email list. So make sure you get on there, and you get a nice email from me weekly. So, yeah, Alicia. Hey, Jonesy. Hello, Alicia. Hope all is well. I saw that shirt. I've sent it off to the boys, so we'll get back, see how they like it. Jack Chapo, once again with the rentals. If I have access over 2 weeks, I want to use Trojan and Onset. What is the best application timing? See, that's a good one, because prodiamine, which is what Onset is, prodiamine liquid mentions not to apply with granular fertilizers or fertilizers in general because of a reaction that happens. But Onset 10 from memory doesn't make mention to fertilizer and Onset 10 timing of application. So at Railways, which is now SA Landscapes at Ranella, we did a renovation day there last year, and I applied them together and they had great results. So if you're really, I know 2 weeks doesn't, might seem like a long time, but I know it's not. You could probably get it down. Otherwise, if you can go within 48 hours, so Onset and then Trojan 48 hours apart, that'd be ideal. But like I said, from memory, it didn't make mention at that point in time. Things may have changed. Narissa Buzzertill, how hard would it be to maintain a grass on a nature strip that your council makes you look after, and what sort of grass would be ideal? Well, Nis, you'd see, you just dig the dirt out, you dump it on the block next door that hasn't been built yet, and then you bring in some good soil, you bring in the same Santa Ana that you got for your front lawn, and Bob's your uncle. Either Santa Ana or Kaiku, either or. Lana, hey guys. Hey Lana. Jack Chapo, wood got laid be of benefit in the garden. I have 2 left over. Yeah. It's still a little bit high in nitrogen, but the phosphorus and potassium is really good. So, yeah, it'd be of benefit, yes. Josie, and we've always said that. And you know what? We've always said it. Always said it. Lana, what would you suggest to fix lawn burn from dogweed? Getting rid of the dog is not an option. Look, there's currently an ad set out for dogweed burn, isn't there, Dylan? Yeah, so you'll see Irvo in his it's not an ad, it's an actual post. Oh, okay. So if you go onto Facebook, Lana, and there's a photo of a man that looks like Steve Irwin, but is actually Matthew Irving, our general manager. He does a quick video about it where he uses roots and shoots and water. So check that out. Otherwise, one of our recent episodes at my place, I talk about it too and how I combat it. But it's basically roots and shoots and water. Luke Gassy, is the Black Friday sale running on the 29th only? And what's the expected discount? No, it's running from... When does it start, Dylan? Black Friday? Thursday? Yeah. 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 All right, so 8 a.m. for text on the Thursday, which is the 28th. 11 for email, 3 p.m. for everyone else, and it'll go through to midnight Monday. And the expected discount is 25%. except agency products. So Syngenta agency products like Acelyrin 10 kilo, Barricade 1 litre, Agador 1 litre, Heritage Max 1 litre, Subdue Max 1 litre, Trimit 100 mil, and Monument 100 mil. They are excluded, but the rest, go your hardest. Nate Extreme, reading the label for Duke, am I right to think that it doesn't get a complete kill on Paspalum? It will suppress the seed head, and in turn, depending on the maturity of the plant. So usually when a label makes mention to suppression, it means that it has the ability to kill it totally, but it also will work at suppressing it. And essentially what will happen is over time you suppress it, it'll get choked out eventually by a competing turf variety, whether that's Cooch, Koku, whatever, and then eventually hopefully it just disappears. The best thing for Paspalum is to, obviously try and target it and get pre-emergent down to prevent them from coming back. Lachlan Elphick, can Dylan perform on the other side of the camera? He can. All right, make sure we keep getting in there. If we get a bit more, I think he's keen too, aren't you, Dylan? Yeah, he's fucking keen. Fucking loves it. Yeah, fuck, my phone's going nuts, but it's Dylan. Oh, that's just when I thought I was going to go home at a good time. That email comes through. That's all right. It's all important. It's all indicative. All right, where are we up to? Dilbo sent me some stuff. All right, so this is from Rams Lux. Is that on TikTok, is it? Instagram. What a transformation. I was skeptical at first, but the lawn has come back up in Mac. Oh, and roots and shoots. I think there's some spelling mistakes in that one. Sorry, I'm dyslexic as fuck. So I was skeptical at first, but the lawn has come back up in Mac, and roots are coming through the patches I was concerned about. No, I just couldn't read. That's awesome, Rams Lux. Love to see it. I'll get to them in a second, because this restream has gone bloody bunta. That's a word I haven't said in a while. Bloody bunta. Mr. Mumbles, g'day legends, g'day Mr. Mumbles. Lee Cox, how much water would you put on a lawn per week, and should you up volume if weather's going to be hot like tomorrow? So, Lee, ideally, if you have an irrigation system, you can really determine how much water you're putting out by the nozzle selection and the design. So ideally you want to put about 25 mil of irrigation down, which is an inch of water. I like to do it in the heat of summer over 2 applications, so 2 deep waterings. If you have something like Clint's Front Lawn, which is a cool season variety in the summer, I would space those applications closer together, but still that probably need a bit more water, but you can space it out closer together to ensure that the lawn is not continuously getting water, but frequently getting water. And when you have hot weather expected, absolutely. There is a calculation you can do. I need to find it, but you can sort of somewhat tells you roughly how much more water you need to ramp up for hot weather and stuff like that. But like, for example, I do 25 mil of irrigation in the peak of summer. If I get a real heat wave, then I'll turn it up a bit more, maybe to 30, 35. But yeah, I'm always trying to ensure that it's deep watering, regular use of wetting agent. I sound like a broken record, but I literally keep going. We've said it before, and we'll always say it. Wetting agents are one of the most underrated products out there, and especially in the heat of summer, frequent use for them is going to make a huge difference. Now it looks like Dylan here is just going to set up the mic and the headphones. Dylan, can we have a sound check? Where's my snare? Oh no, I went too early.
Hello.
No.
No. Oh, you can hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
You can only hear yourself?
I can only hear myself.
That's really awkward.
That is really awkward. There's no snare in my headphones. Luke Glassy. I did onset BBW and Trojan on the same day and had great results. There you go. There is a comment here, yeah, from Jack Chapo. Onset 10 doesn't say nothing about regarding application of other chemicals. So based off that, send it. Because, yeah, like I said, we did it at Railways and it was fine.
Now?
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Hello, everyone.
That I can hear the echo from the... That's okay?
Yeah, we're going to just have to make do, I suppose,
if you
want old Dilbo on the pod.
Yeah, we can get old Dilbo on the pod. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they could hear you. I just couldn't hear you.
Ah.
Yeah.
Izzy wants me to put the camera on too.
Is that all right? I know that cable management's going to really wig people out.
Maybe we can just kind of turn it and leave it there.
Yeah.
That could work.
We can... Yeah, cable management is not a strong point at Lawnhub, but it is getting better.
Yes, we will have it sorted, but it's got some work to do.
Mr. Mumbles, mics are sounding great, FYI. Well, they cost bloody half a billion. My father gave me a small loan of $1 billion. I'm going jail. Oh, you get a soundboard, but not me.
Yes.
All right. Okay. The comments are coming in hot, like Dylan on a Saturday night.
Did you say the comments?
Yeah, the comments, yeah. All right, how does everyone go with keeping a schedule for lawn care? Keep forgetting what and when I've done stuff. I'm medically R-word from Mr. Mumbles. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I used to use an app, but then I couldn't be bothered using the app, so now I just do it based off feel. Can people help Mr. Was it Mr. Mumbles? Yeah, Mr. Mumbles out here in the comments. How do you track your lawn care schedule? How do you do it? Old school, just by hand in a, what's the thing you put on the wall? Calendar. Yeah, handwritten in the calendar. Let me know. Amazing, thank you. I've got roots and shoots. Awesome, Lana. Give it a whirl. Clifford. Product idea, soil amendment liquid with humic acid. Yes. Call it tag team. Yes, we did do some short testings with a product like that. But yeah, it was a bit... I feel like we've spoken about it a million billion times before, but it is definitely on the list. Now that we're here, we're getting set up, it's going to free up a lot of time. So, yeah. Flocus Giggle, what's the best way to calibrate a spray gun? And then the comment underneath that from Jamie Hunter was money shot application directions suggest 5-10 litres of water. Why such different in volume? So these two questions can be answered together. So best way to calibrate a spray gun is to fill your sprayer up with water. Spray your entire lawn area in two directions, so up and back, side to side. Record how much water is left. So if you have a 10 litre sprayer and you have a 100 square metre lawn and you've used 5 litres of water, then you know, you spray your lawn in both directions and then you check your spray and you see that you've got 5 litres left. You know that to cover your 100 square metres of lawn, it takes 5 litres of water. So then you know when you go and do an application of whatever, you know that you need to fill your sprayer up with at least 5 litres of water plus the amount of mils of product that you're using. The reason there's such a different volume, Jamie, is because everyone's walking pace, nozzle selection, sprayer selection can be different. So that's why there's, a little bit of, I suppose that's why there's a variance there. But if you can really dial in how much water you need, it honestly makes spraying so much easier. And it also means that, moving forward, how much water you need. Clifford, putting down some Impala shortly. Do you remember watering can or spray pack? Completely up to you. I'm a spray pack kind of guy, so I'm going to always suggest a spray pack. But if you're confident in using a watering can, use a watering can. Do you mean minutes or do you mean millimeters? From Nath Manjarang. No, millimeters. So minutes, you can work it out in minutes. If you know, so my R-Vans, I think, put out about 16 mil per hour. So I know at half an hour, I've put out 8 mil, whereas so then I know, okay, yep, half an hour of watering, I know that that's going to put out 8 mil. MP rotators are a bit different. They work, we've spoken about this a lot, but MP rotators work in low pressure and flow situations. So they're 10 mil an hour. So they're a lot less water, but are able to be used in a lot more places. So then you just, you know that you need to water for longer to put out the same amount of water. All right. Lee Cox, thanks, fella. No worries. Kyle Carruthers, sorry if I missed it, but how often should you be plonking wetter down in December, January? For me, and again, apologies for those that have listened to me talk about this for a long continuously, but that's what we do. We're here live and we're helping the people. So I like to put soil wetter down at my place in December and January every 4 weeks. Wet does last longer than that, but because of the wind and exposure that I get at my place, I'm just religiously every 4 weeks for wet or BBW. If I do a wet application, I always tie it in with roots and shoots. It's my favourite combo. Craven Moore Head. This is very funny, Dylan, some of these names.
They are hilarious.
Because I don't see this side. It's always Clint. So
I don't see this side.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah.
There's the camera in front of me.
I know.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, that's just the camera doing those zebra lines, not the actual screen.
True.
I was like, no.
This actually works well because I've actually got some Instagram questions that I can actually
beautiful.
tell to you on the pod instead of typing it to you on Teams.
We can we
can actually have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's nice.
No, it is nice. So Dilbo is obviously the guest now. So we worked that out.
There we go. Nice.
Craven Moorhead, yo fellas. Yo, Bearded Sith. G'day team. Welcome back, Bearded Sith. Scott Watson uses a calendar. Nathan Mandrang, Google Calendar. Nate Extreme said just YOLO it. So that was to the Flocus Giggle calendar on phone. Scott Watson, old school. So that's back to how do people track their application and timings and all that sort of stuff. Excel spreadsheet from Reese Entley. Dylan Sharman, I've been using an app called Days Matter. Sounds like a TV show. Brody Hull, hey guys, should I top dress my lawn before or after I spray wet and roots and shoots? I've done both. It does not matter, in my opinion. Because we got, actually, do you see, you don't work here in this building, Dylan, but last night, someone on OzLF, right, posted a picture of what they bought during the spring sale, the spring code.
Sprung.
Yeah. And it was fucking catalogue of items and wicked. It was it was massive support. But someone wrote, because he was asking about timing of products, because it was a real, it's an exotic. There was lots of different products. And they wrote, someone in the comments wrote, why don't you ask one of their professionals to help you? So we can't say we're professionals, but we are professional question answerers.
We are. True. Confirmed by Nathan Bennett in the podcast.
Yeah.
Watch it, episode 40.
That's right. See, Dylan, fucking good, mate. Yeah.
Just thought I'd sneak that one.
That was right. Yeah. Nathan was so good. I actually got a lot of, I said it, I think last week before, but said, last week, got a lot of positive feedback from that. Still looking for a water sponsor if anyone wants to jump on board.
Any update on Subway?
No, Dylan, I would have asked Celeste, but she's gone. Maybe Clint handled that to her. I'm not sure. All right.
I got some Insta questions.
I just want to answer this one.
Okay.
Jack Chapo, is there an impact for using excessive nitrogen? Absolutely. You can cause rapid growth, which in turn is a bit like a sugar rush. So you would have rapid growth, you could have thatch issues, you could also have disease issues like Ervo found out last season. excessive nitrogen for small periods of time is okay. Excessive nitrogen for an extended period of time, not ideal. Go for it, Dilbo.
So we have one from Carl Cliff. Afternoon, lads. 2 questions. Best time to water and why? Also, is it bad to water after a mow?
First part, try and water in the morning if you can, ideally. By watering in the morning, you're going to allow the water the best of a couple of reasons. If you water at night going into the evening, the water will sit in the leaf. And if you have really humid conditions like we're going to on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, you'll open yourself up to disease, which a lot of people up in Queensland are facing at the moment. We are getting so many messages about disease. And yeah, I do feel for you guys because that's going to be tough for you guys now. Obviously, it's your wet season. So wet season combined with humid conditions means disease. So try and water in the morning. Like I said before, deep, long waterings. Frequent use of wetting agent to enable that water get through the soil profile more efficiently and much quicker, and just to help retain moisture in there as well. And watering after a mow is fine. It's funny if you're ever struggling for that insta pick, mow, burn your stripes, and if you got a cylinder mower, or just mow with your normal mower, chuck the sprinklers on for a little bit, then get the photo. It'll be greener. So, yeah, no harm in that at all.
Clip that.
Next one, Dylan.
We have Will adding a La Prima Cooch seed to my Bermuda Cooch seed, which is still yet to germinate, going to be okay?
It'll look different. If it's just a normal Bermuda Cooch, I'm assuming it's going to be common Cooch. It will be a larger blade. It's funny, I've actually got common Cooch growing in the garden beds here, and we've got Tiff Tuff out the front. So maybe what I'll do is next week, remind me, I'll pull a common Cooch from the garden, and then I'll pull some Tiff Tuff, and we can physically show the difference.
Okay.
All right, clip that.
clip that bad boy, chuck that in the Asana.
Yeah, La Prima Cooch is a hybrid Cooch. It's not going to be as resilient as these other hybrid Cooches that are only available via rollout, like Tiff Tuff, Santa Ana, et cetera. But La Prima Cooch is a hybrid Cooch. If you've just gone off the shelf for common Bermuda, which is common Cooch, the blade is thicker and it is going to look a little bit different. But as Nathan Bennett said 2 episodes ago, they got a lot of common Cooches out there at Royal Adelaide, and that it works. So it will work. It's just that to the real keen eye, you will notice a bit of a difference, maybe in colour as well, but they will be fine. They will coexist nicely together.
Yeah, he did follow that up with any tips on keeping the Cooch as green as possible in winter, in Victoria especially.
Pigment. We spoke about this again with the amateur pack, but the greener your lawn goes into winter, the quicker it's going to come out the other side. So we talk about the use of at least 2 granular applications of premature to try and beat that curve of the colour loss, especially with frost. If you've got frost around, it's game over. But if you've just got cool weather and you really want the colour curve to hold as much and for as long as possible, we're going to try and get down at least 2 applications of premature before the cold season sets in. But wow, that feels like it's going to be so long away, but it will be here. Christmas, and then we'll have a couple of 47-degree days here in Gawler, or out my way in Gawler, and then it'll be cold again.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yep.
A question here from Alex Richardson. I just realised I haven't been saying the names. How do we get onto the text line? Have never received a text message besides order confirmation, but can't find anywhere to sign up for text notifications.
All right. You ready?
It doesn't pop up every time.
Does for me. It's bloody annoying. So if you go to lawnhub.com, no, that's a competitor's website. .au, lawnhub.com.au, all right, and you click it, you should receive a pop-up
Did it pop up?
No. That's funny as.
So, yeah, this is an issue that we
What, the hillbilly?
have been noticing as well. And we're building out a Black Friday landing page that everyone will be able to subscribe their SMS and email on that. But that's yet to also be published.
Bro.
Clint said if you clear your cache or you go incognito mode, it pops up. So if you're a new customer, it'll pop up. But I think if you've already made an order, it will not pop up,
Okay.
is my theory.
Let's go incognito. Clear the history. That was a joke.
That wasn't a joke.
Lawnhub. No shit. Okay, incognito or clear the cache. You'll get a pop-up. Put it in there. No lube required. Just got to put it straight in.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks good.
Beautiful. Cool.
All right. So incognito mode is the answer to that question.
Incognito. So,
for now.
And considering 99% of our audience is male, they'll know what incognito is. And if you don't, you're lying. All right.
All right.
Next one.
What's the best way to deal with over debtilizing?
Over fertilizing with no
Debtilizing? DET.
dead. Where is it?
It's on Instagram, so you don't have it. That's why I'm showering these to you. Let me just. My eyes don't work like they used to before. DETTLISING. Over debtilizing.
I'm just going to go off on a limb, Dylan, and say that's over fertilizing, and they've got gorilla hand.
It's just a really big typo if that's what that is, especially when there's an event on or such.
Yeah, so
by burly customer.
So yeah, over fertilizing opens yourself up to things like I mentioned before with the excessive nitrogen. So your sudden, excessive growth, potentially opening the lawn up to disease and things like that. Over fertilizing is also a waste of money because you don't, there's getting ready for an event, but then there's over fertilizing. So on a schedule where you've got an event coming up like Christmas, right? When you're getting ready for Christmas, it doesn't start in the week of Christmas. It starts back in September, October, November when you're doing your renovations. That's when it starts, and then you're building the fertilizer applications up, ready for the lawn to peak at Christmas. So you're not really over applying, fertilizer then. You're building it up. What we do find is, and we see it a lot, is that people want instant results, and then they like, okay, high nitrogen products, high iron products, things like that, which are going to give you a result. Don't get me wrong, but they're short-term options. Whereas if you build the plant up, you're on a regular program. That's when you're going to get your consistent green look, and you're also going to get your consistent growth and coverage. Nice.
Got one here from Johnny YP. I had some horrendous weeds in the kikuyu. The weed pack killed it beautifully. I pulled a few weeds out and filled the holes with lawn top mix. I then laid the Trojan. How long would expect to see, I'm assuming, some results with the fertilizer, with the grass, as it's quite brown due to the dead weeds?
Kikuyu will be okay. Depending on your soil temps, your weather, your shade, you should start to see some results pretty quickly. If the dead weeds are still there because they were quite big, you can just mow them up or give them a light scarifier, tickle them out, get a rake, allow the kikuyu to have full access to the sun. It should be happy days. It won't take long at all. So
nice.
That's it.
Lukey Boy 26. Anything happening for you guys at the racing this weekend in the city?
Nothing
this year.
Yeah,
we had too much fun last year, right, Jonesy?
Too much fun last year, and also not enough fun. The event organisers. So usually what happens, right, is fuck it, we'll go into it. Even Clint's talked about it before, so fuck it, we'll go into it. What happens, right? When you organise something like this, you commit to a contract. And in the contract, Clint had listed certain things that he wanted. And he was only going to spend the amount of money if the things were in the contract could be done. And Dylan, would you say the things in the contract were unreasonable?
No.
Derogatory?
No.
Silly? Unreasonable?
No.
No. So no, they were not derogatory. They were not unreasonable. They were not silly. They were just, if you want my money, $750,000, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Event organisers agreed. Clint agreed. And boom, we had Mount Lawnhub. It was beautiful. Sun was out. The lawn was green after some hiccups. In that contract was a photo shoot of Mount Lawnhub and our beautiful girls that we had organised via a modelling agency. So these were not random people off the street. These were fully organised by an accredited business that does this for a living, meaning that the girls were happy to be there. They wanted to be there. And then someone in the media department of the event said, we are not posting that. And oh my God, did shit hit the fan, didn't it, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did big time.
And yeah. An investigation happened, but they, big companies always say shit like that. And the rest is history. So we said, no, thank you. That's the polite way we said it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was said, I think, actually.
Yeah. So it's a bit disappointing. That one person decided to not adhere to a contract that we had set. So, and it's not the first time things like that's going to happen, because things like that have happened before, and it's definitely not going to be the last thing that happens. So, it's just a learning curve. And when they reached out again, Clint was very firm in his decision not to do anything like a Mount Lawnhub. But instead, he does like the races, so that's where he is today, because he enjoys the races. So he's done that, he's taken a couple people from here and a few Water Pro customers, and that's what he's chosen to do this year. So, for everyone in the comments here that I can see asking where the big man is, that's where he is. He's at the races. Bearded Sith, where is the Lawnhub Lawn Care Guide? Yeah, look, I'm a piece of shit. I've already said this. I'm a piece of shit. So I've done it. It's finished. It just needs to be graphicatized.
I don't think you can use that word.
No. It just needs to be done so it looks pretty. And the team's so busy at the moment. And the team also doesn't know that I need to pick a day next week because I want to do some stuff on the lawn out the front. So, we'll somehow work all that in. MC53, roots and shoots 2 weeks post reno, a good call. Absolutely, especially if you've got fresh green shoots coming through. Also, those of you, so there's obviously lots of lawn pages out there on Facebook, but one of them is Lawn Geeks. And my God, every time someone posts a reno picture, there's just some people that just say, why do people do renos? It's stupid, blah, blah, blah. Bloody hell. Some people just need to stay at home, I think, and put the phone down. What do you think, Dylan?
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Or they can just keep commenting on our posts and feeding our algorithm. So if they're bored, come over to the Lawn Hub and let us know what you really think.
Yeah, because we really enjoy that.
Yeah, we enjoy it. Or actually, should we say, we don't like it. Stop doing it, please.
It hurt my feelings.
Yeah, really hurt Jonesy's feelings. Yeah.
The other thing as well is we read every single comment, every single email that comes through. So people that think they're doing things on the sly, we're not dumb. We're not dumb. All right. And wrong chair, Jonesy from Bearded Sith. Yeah, I was sitting in my normal chair and then they switched it last second. Clint O, where's the big fella? He is at the races, the Adelaide 500. Scott Watson, looking for some lawn identification in the Lawn Hub Legends chat, a.k.a. Lawn Hub and Dylan. All right, let's have a look. I did a wee before this, and now I need to do a wee. But I'm not going anywhere. What am I doing? Lawn care legends. Lawnhub legends. Who is it? Scott Watson. I can't see a Scott Watson posting. I'll do newest. New post. Nah, can't see it. Unless it's in a comment. But if that's the case, dangerous. Sorry, Scott, can't help you there, unfortunately. Mr. Mumbles, can we get a vid on catch cups and maybe discount code on them to help everyone watering during summer? Yeah, if you go to waterpro.com.au and what's the discount code, Dylan, for WaterPro at the moment? Is it Lawnhub?
Lawnhub 10.
Lawnhub 10.
In capitals.
Yeah, and you buy the catch cans and put in Lawnhub 10, you'll get a discount code. Excuse me, that's really disgusting. Jack Chapo, what is the best time of season to use onset to avoid winter grass? Autumn. You want to get onset down in autumn. I did find in my testings though that onset didn't last as long as liquid prodiamine, so you may want to do a follow-up application, say midwinter. That is just from my findings, not professional advice, not financial advice, not slanging shit on any companies. That was just what I found in my situation. I found that the onset did break down quicker in the granule form. The prodiamine in onset did break down quicker in the granule form versus the liquid. Bitter Sith. Holy fuck, there's Dylan. G'day, Dylan, you bloody legend from Mr. Mumbles. Dilbo Bangans, welcome guest.
Oh, thank you, boys. It's good to officially meet you face to face. I know you've been seeing my face on the Lawnhub Legends chat very briefly when I dare enter, but thank you for having me this episode.
That's funny. Jack Chapo, another guest, knows bugger all about lawn, but still better than Clint.
I don't know about that, but I'll take it.
What lawn does Dylan have from Clifford?
Dylan has a lawn that Dylan doesn't know the name of the lawn because Dylan is staying in his girlfriend's parents' granny flat to save money for a house. And so I cannot answer that question for you, but I'll be honest and raw with you so you know who I am as a person as well.
The bloody cost of living crisis.
Yes, that's the one. That old chestnut. You don't want to hear about that though.
Fucking, they'll just... I have my own opinions on that, but anyway.
What's your... No, we can get into that.
Because it'll upset too many people. I just think that we live in a society where people want things now, right? They want them now. They want them now. Give it. They don't want to... In most cases, people don't want to save. They just want it now. So they'll go and... Say, for example... And I felt... I can talk because I felt... I wouldn't say a victim. I was a culprit of it. I wanted a new car, went and got a loan when I was 18 and bought a new car. Dumb decision. Fucking stupid decision. Right? But then I worked hard for 4 years to save for a deposit for a house, and now I've got a house. People just keep getting more loans, more credit card loans. Like, not saying all people, but that was me. That person was me. So if I'm doing it, there's more than me just doing it. So I think, sometimes... just got to be a bit smarter with our money and not buy 9 coffees a week if your workplace has coffee. Might not be barista like here, but, what's the word? Not saying that's what you do, Dylan, because Dylan is a very smart man. Me, when I was younger, no, I was putting baked beans on shelf.
Put baked bean on it.
Put the baked bean on a shelf and I filled the shelf.
And you put the label so it faces the front.
Yeah.
So then
it's called facing.
Facing. Yeah.
So, but I've come a long way since then. Bitter Sith. What's Dylan's favourite lawn? Better not be Santa Ana. Bitter Sith Jones is Nullarbor Cooch, very close to Santa Ana. It is very, very close. I have my conspiracies that it's the exact same genome and everything as Santa Ana, but the company that grows and sells it can't call it that because they don't have the naming rights for it.
Ooh, controversial.
But I neither hear, there or deny, confirm, not financial advice, not professional advice, do not use in any textbooks, studies, or seminars.
Clip that.
I can't wait till I get roasted on LF like Clint does. I cannot fucking wait.
How regular is he getting roasted on Oz LF?
He
Like
did for a while there.
Oh, that's when he was replying though?
Well, no, when he was just in his orange jumpsuit, the hard hat, like the hard hat era.
Oh, yeah.
That was more hectic than Troll Jan.
If you know, you know. But
if you know, you know.
We're trying to let that die
that
slowly.
video is dead.
Yeah. Clint would like to, I think, bring that one back to life. But
Get in the comments if you remember Trojan. Okay. My bottom. Hello, lawn lovers. Looking to fix a few areas that struggled end of last season and slow to recover after reno. Would getting a few rolls of lawn, patching a few spots be a good idea? Santa Ana, SA. Absolutely. The beauty thing of Santa Ana is you can pick it up in a lot of places here. Pre-cut in Adelaide, which is so good. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's going to be your quickest bet. Obviously, once all temps increase, weather temp increases, the Santa Ana will grow into the bare areas. But absolutely, if you are thinking about that, yeah, it's definitely recommended 100%. Bearded Sith, Dylan's favourite lawn, anything from China.
Nice and cheap. And definitely real.
Yes. David, is there a difference between different liquid wetting agents? 1 trillion million billion %.
Whoa, he went to trillion then to billion.
Yeah. It's billion trillion, isn't it? Yeah. 1 billion trillion %. Yes. So I am very vocal on this throughout the office, but not all wetting agents are the same. They really aren't. Some are just dedicated wetting agents, some are surfactants, some are non-ionic surfactant wetting agents like wet. Wet has dual purpose. That's why it's so, and we always say it, our products are an investment. Lawn products in general are an investment. You need the product to go as far as possible, and it needs to have as many uses as possible. So, for example, wet can be used as a wetting agent and a non-ionic surfactant. Roots and shoots can be used in the lawn, and it can also be used in the garden. Three-way can also be used in the lawn and can also be used in the garden. Money shot can be used as a spray-on to leave to dry on the leaf, or if your soil is lacking iron, you can also use it as a drench. Multiple uses. BBW can be used in the garden. It can also be used in the lawn. So many different uses. So when you're deciding what liquid wetting agent to choose, you need to weigh up what you're using it for. If you already have a surfactant like a Wetter 600 or something in the shed, then and you're price comparing, then maybe just getting a liquid wetting agent solely is maybe a better option for you, or you just buy wet because it is at the highest possible level of the elements in it to make it last the longest as well. So, and this is no word of a lie. We had golf courses ringing us, asking us to buy wet in bulk because they've used it and that lasts a lot longer than their current wetting agents that they have been using and testing. That is not a lie. Happy to bloody challenge anyone on that, but not all liquid wetting agents are the same. We've got 1 minute till we do the merch bucket draw. VJ, liquid wetting agent or granular? It honestly does not matter. We get this question daily. If you want a physical, quicker response, liquid wetting agent like wet is going to be faster acting than BBW. In terms of how long they last, they both last a similar amount of times. Ease of application, I find BBW is very easy to apply. But then if you're a sprayer and you just like spraying, liquid wetting agent for you. All right. Let's go to Shopify. All right, we've got 1 more minute. Oh no, there we go. We're done. All right, there it is. It's 3 o'clock. So, Dylan, what was last week's last hub number?
87613.
That was the last one?
Mm-hmm, the one after the last one.
Okay, so what was it?
87613.
87613. And this one is 89227.
89227.
Yeah. So what is it? Random number generator.
Yep.
There we go. Minimum 87613 89227. All right. For transparency reasons, because we know blah, 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 all that stuff. All right. Hang on. Oh, I can't find my mouse. There it is. All right. You ready?
Hit generate.
Did it work?
Yep. We got 88282.
88282. No shit. All right, let me write that down. 88282. Got new pens today. Shout out to Emma. Thank you. I do like a good pen. That'll be used against me one day. 88282. Michael.
Have we had an M?
From Bundoora, Victoria. Congratulations, Michael, from Bundoora, Victoria. You have won yourself
Michael.
a merch pack, which will include a hoodie, a T-shirt, a 10-kilo empty bucket of Trojan or 5, I can't remember what we discussed, a hat, a stubby, and a air freshener.
Whew, that's a pretty good pack.
So I will email Michael after the podcast and I'll get his sizes and, yeah, we'll send him out the good stuff.
Bloody beautiful.
Bloody beautiful. All right. Which is your preferred turf, Tiff Tuff or Santa Ana? I am Tiff Tuff. I'm not Tiff Tuff angry. I'm not Tiff Tuff against. I'm not against any of it. I just find myself getting better results with Santa Ana on the turfs that I've worked on. I like the look of Tiff Tuff. I like the look of Santa Ana, but personally, I am a Santa Ana man. I can be very mean to it. I can neglect it. I can be very kind to it, and I can be very giving to it, and it still just gives me the results that I want. So,
Clint's watching on the Instagram suspiciously.
Suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be.
Bearded Sith. I had Tiff Tuff before and didn't like it. Haven't tried Santa Ana though. Yeah, look, and I tried having this argument with someone on Instagram previously. My experiences differ from your experiences at home. People at home may have had Santa Ana, didn't like it, they have Tiff Tuff, love it. That's great. I'm not here to bash different turf varieties. I'm just saying that Santa Ana for me is my favourite. And if I had my time again, I would do Santa Ana all over again. If obviously we received that turf of Tahoma 31 from Tahoma a couple of years ago. In my findings, I find it goes into winter dormancy quicker than any other cooch variety I've ever worked on. But I've then found the coming out of dormancy is one of the quickest. It's the first to go green. It's the first to start actively growing. The green during summer is phenomenal. It really is. But I'm also mean to it. It got disease like my Santa Ana and Ervo's Tiff Tuff did this year. It's not a miracle grass. Like I said, we can go on about it for days and people can try and bloody come back at us again and again and again. But the fact of the matter is our experiences are different to everyone else's. Jesus. Josie, mine pops up. I'm assuming that's the text line. There we go. MC53, got a little bit of green algae on my sand 2 weeks post Sir Walter Buffalo Reno. Ideas on managing this. Cut back on the watering if you can, and just scratch that area with your hands or rake just to break it up. Craven more head. Dylan's doing a great job. Well done, Dylan.
Thank you.
Clifford, how often can you apply liquid iron? I understand Money Shot has nitrogen, but is there any downside of too much iron? There 100% is. You can have the opposite effect where the lawn will go grey for having too much iron. When applying iron for an event, again, it's all down to timing, like I spoke about before. So before my golf day, for example, I did an application on the Sunday prior and then the Thursday night prior. And that was enough to hold enough colour. So the initial application was to boost colour. No, sorry, that's a lie. I lied to you. It was the Monday. So I did Monday with Astro or Primo to keep the colour. Then I did another Money Shot application on the Thursday to enhance the colour. So essentially that we just got a 5-star review on Trojan. Thank you, Steve. That sort of before an event is fine. If you had another, if you had actively growing grass, you go a week before as well and like sort of limit yourself to sort of 2 weeks to a 3-week window. You don't really want to be applying it every week just for the sake of it because, I suppose like a child when they come down, I had some recoil in it.
Did you get zapped, did you?
Yeah.
Bit of static electricity.
Yeah, obviously, like when a child, when they have too much sugar, they'll go humming, and then they crash, just like we do. The 3 p.m. crash, they call it, don't they, Dylan?
They do. You had a meat pie and a saucy roll from the food truck, and you're going to get the 3 p.m.
you
crash.
go up, and then you would come down.
Yeah.
This would be interesting. That's a Snapchatty.
It's a Snapchat.
From my misso.
Oh.
All good. Okay, Bearded Sith. I reckon you can lay that Sir Grange in Mackay any time of the year, to be honest. Always warm and you can get water whenever. Just maybe not peak wet season. Yeah, Mackay is a beautiful part of Australia. You can literally lay grass any time of year anywhere, but yeah, in terms of establishment, you'll be fine. Christian Ritchie, good afternoon, gents. My reno of Tiftoff is coming along nicely. I've had a few light spots. Can I use roots and shoots on those spots and water it? Will that help? Christian from Momoa, New South fucking Wales. Yes, absolutely. Go for it. Vemgen. If starting on a new place, should I sort out irrigation, then smash with Trojan and BBW? If starting on a new place. Yes. Sort out the irrigation, make all the mess you want, then get the BBW and Trojan down.
28th of November. Buy it on the 28th of November.
Oh, yeah. Or now.
Subscribe to the text.
Yeah, I don't care. The team will pack it. There's enough out there.
Oh, it'll get packed. Wait.
My bottom. Listen in a couple of weeks ago and it sounds like we should be using wetting agent as much as fucking possible. Yeah. It's my favourite product. Especially in my situation. Like in it's tough because each person's different. But at least look at it every 4 to 6 weeks. Go out there with a big bucket of water and just pour it on top of the lawn and see if it beads off or if it goes down. If it goes straight down, you're not needing an application of wetting agent. If it beads on top and it takes a very long time to disperse into the soil, that is a great start. That's a great sign to say that, yep, I need a wetting agent. Bitter Sith, when were you thinking of that's some chat in the chatter. Jonesy, would you recommend Got Laid for doing plugging in the lawn? Absolutely. And got 100 mil of 80-20. Yes, 1,000,000%. Go for it. Perfect. Awesome. The phosphorus and potassium in Got Laid is going to help with the root establishment. Yeah, Scott Watson, they don't want to work for it yet. Got 2 cars in the driveway. Yeah. So that was just on the spending habits of Australians, not so much everyone. Jack Chapo, Dylan, put some plants in 4 tyres around the corner and make some coin. I think that's referring to a video idea maybe.
Oh,
of making money.
Okay.
Yes.
Some set dressing for the videos or?
Brody Hull, what are your thoughts on cylinder mower or rotary mower on Buffalo Lawn? Honestly, I've got mates with both. Doesn't matter. It honestly just, it's what you want to do. If you want to use a rotary mower, go for it. If you want to use a cylinder mower, go for it. It does not matter.
You know, I just think cylinder mower. I just think go for it. In my personal opinion. And you can choose to listen to me or you can choose to listen to Jonesy. But I know who I would listen to, and I think cylinder mower. All in. I think get a Scotty.
Yeah.
I think just fucking send it.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I'm not going to tell people how to spend their money because I've just told people that they should stop spending their money. But if you want a cylinder mower, you can 100% train the Buffalo lawn to be accepting of a cylinder mower. There are so many people out there that, including myself, is scared of Buffalo, but you can 1,000,000% get a cylinder mower on Buffalo. Dylan should be a Cora. That comment was deep.
Okay, sorry.
Thomas Nisbet Smith, howdy to the crew. Howdy. Howdy. Let's get fucking rowdy.
Howdy.
All right, King Ragnar. Oh, that's the chat with Sith. Bemjim, wait on Lawnhub codes and then stock up. Yep. So, Black Friday sale. Bang, bang, bang. Shit, I'm lost here.
I've got an Insta one. I think I'm getting confused when to water products in and when to leave on the leaf to be taken up by the plant. Products like Roots, NSFW Wet and 3-Way by Davin Rico.
Yeah, so Roots and Shoots is both. You can either leave it to dry on the leaf, which I do, and I also water it in. It really comes down to what you want to do. So when you use Roots and Shoots on the leaf, it's enhancing the leaf, right? If you water it in, you're enhancing the roots. But by watering it in, you're also enhancing the leaf. By leaving it to dry, you're also enhancing the roots. It does not matter. Three-way I personally like to leave on the leaf. I'm not against watering it by any stretch of imagination. I like to leave 3-way on the leaf. Wet needs to be watered in 100%. But yeah, NSFW, that needs to be left on the leaf to dry. Otherwise, you're just essentially wasting the product. Roots and Shoots is both million. Like I said, you can. That's fine. But it's honestly what you're trying to do or what you want to do, what you have time for. If you don't have an irrigation system and you want to water roots in, well then that's an investment in your time that you need to water that in, either with the hose by hand or with a dome sprinkler or similar. 3-way, like I said, I'm a on the leaf kind of guy, but again, like I said before, lawn products are an investment. Our products are an investment. You want them to have multiple uses to go as far as possible. And, I know there's a lot of companies out there that just, maybe I just won't say that and keep me out of trouble.
Okay.
Mr. Mumbles, hey Kira, if you are lurking. Alicia Turner, lawn products are an investment, but all hobbies cost money. That's exactly right. And, I think it's also important to remember that everyone should have a hobby, because if you get stuck in the grind and you got nothing to look forward to go home to, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? So, I've got a few hobbies. Dylan's got multiple hobbies, and Izzy's got a few hobbies as well. We've all got hobbies. Dylan's got more though.
We can go into that on the midnight podcast that we do. But that's on our Patreon, so make sure to subscribe
that's
to that.
right.
There'll be a link in the description as
well. For example, I like forward driving, camping. I've got a caravan, but I also like lawns. You know what I mean? So I love golf. So it's okay. And I'm not saying that people can't spend their money on their hobbies, but my comments earlier were referring to people just wanting stuff now to feel somewhat, accepted by society. So when I was 18 and I got a fucking stupid interest rate from the bank because I really wanted it, just because I could say, I got a new car, it probably wasn't a smart decision. But you learn, what they say out here the other day, if you don't learn from a mistake, it's not a mistake or something. I don't know.
Something about mistakes and learning.
Something,
I don't know. I forgot.
Clifford, got to take your hard hat off to Clint. He replies in his stride, and he really stirs the pot on those pages. Unsure if it's him or the 6th Mr. Banks talking though. No, it is Clint. 100% Clint.
100% Clint.
He, you know, and this is also the other thing that people don't understand is when you start a business, there's a lot of, I suppose, stress, anxiety, unsure. And when Lawnhub was started, you know, it literally had nothing. And Clint and the team at WaterPro built Lawnhub the way that it is today. Through that time, there was a lot of hard times. There's a lot of, you know, putting stuff up against Lawnhub to ensure that it stays afloat. So when I see comments like, you know, there was a thread about, you know, massive markup and stuff like that, and it's, you know, our pricing's a rip-off, but it's only relevant to the other product sizing in our market, you know. So we're not the cheapest and we're certainly not the most expensive. We're in the middle. So, you know, the other thing as well, we have, I think, 18 staff now employed by Lawnhub. We have a full production crew out here. Like, we have people that we feed. You know, people go home, they got to pay their mortgage with the wage that they earn here. So there's a lot more going on than what people, you know, it's hard to start a business, and it's hard to have a thriving business like this business is. You know, and I think sometimes that maybe people just sit down and shut the fuck up because they don't know what they're talking about. But, and those of you, again, if you follow Clint on Facebook or on LinkedIn, you would have seen his comment of the picture. You know, it was, I think Clint summed it up well. It was probably the first time that he felt like, fuck, you know, this is real. This is big. Like, this is not in the back of Kent Town WaterPro anymore, making buckets of Trojan with 25 kilo bags on their shoulders anymore. It's something different.
Was that photo yesterday? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, last night at 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Jaron was telling me about it.
So, but nah, it's so exciting, and it's, you know, I'm fortunate that I came over to Lawnhub when I did, and, you know, I left a full-time paying gig at a supermarket on some good coin to essentially I applied for a job to be casual here. I was going to the land of unknown, and best decision I've ever made in my life. But yeah, all right. The application rate's the same for wet and BBW. It's 250 mil to 500 mil of wet per 100 squares, and it's 1.5 kilos of BBW per 100 squares. Vemgem, BBW and veggie batch, okay. 100% okay. That is, I'd use it all the time. Scott Taylor, I'm going to answer this question, and then Dylan's going to talk for a little bit because I have wee wee coming out.
It's coming,
Yeah.
like real bad. We're going to make sure to send some questions through that are related to
maybe the BYD that Dylan was
the BYD that I'm definitely still looking at. It wasn't just that one day.
I'll be as quick as possible. Behind the cameras are stairs and the toilets are downstairs, so I'll be as quickly as possible.
I'll be entertaining.
Yeah, so it was about what are your thoughts on robotic mowers? I've started using one and it's amazing. It's the Husqvarna 430X Nera with EPOS reference station. No need to have a ride-on mower anymore. Okay, this is what I think about robot mowers. I think they are brilliant, okay, if they're set up correctly. They are not going to do the following. They are not going to make you a putting green. They are not going to give you that crisp cylinder mowing lawn look. What they are going to do is they're going to keep the lawn regularly mowed. They're going to keep it neat. They're going to be able to, especially if you have a large area, it's going to be able to keep on top of that, especially if you have a busy work life. What I don't like about them, and this is, I can say the same for lithium phosphate batteries in caravanning and forward driving, is the price of them right now. Some of the prices on them are astronomical, but as were lithium phosphate batteries when they came out in, 3 or 4 years ago. You can buy, batteries now for, under $200 that were over $2,500 4 years ago. The price will come down. The quality will still come up eventually. I would love to have one in my backyard if my dog would allow it. That's my thoughts. Dylan, I need to do wee-wee.
All
So
right, you go wee-wee.
Flip the camera to the Dilbo and see how you go.
All right. Hey, everyone.
Down the stairs.
That would actually be hilarious. Maybe we can talk a bit about some behind-the-scenes stuff that's going on at the moment. The team is powering through Black Friday assets, most of which is already finished. So we're getting in that early. So we're getting everything ready for the pre-sale event, which is your text and email. And so if there's anyone out there that is currently struggling to get on the text, we are working currently on getting a fix for that. And we'll have a landing page more than likely sorted out very soon. What else is going on, Izzy? A lot of YouTube organic content, a lot of videos. We've obviously got the lawn that's just out here. We're filming videos on. We went to Matt's house, hashtag Ask Irving, and we're doing a lawn care essentials video there. We also just did the reel on the wee burn on the lawn as well. And more Water Pro content. So if you're interested in irrigation content, that's going to be coming. A lot of educational content. So if that's an area that you are not familiar with, there's heaps of knowledge in this place for irrigation, and we definitely don't talk about it enough. And so Water Pro already has heaps of backlogged assets. So you think Clint's good on camera from Lawnhub? Go back and watch Water Pro. He's been doing this for 10, 15 years. He's always been media. And I guess speaking of media, the team has grown now. We've got a team of 4 full-time employees. So we're working hard to get you as much organic content throughout the week. So if there is anything that you want to see in terms of education, if you want to see more videos of Jonesy, more clips, more, I don't know, ads where Clint's wearing a different hat, be sure to let us know in the comments and we can facilitate that. And yeah, I suppose just any type of content that you guys want to see would be really beneficial to us, because then we know what you want and we can obviously produce that and be like, Jonesy, please, we know you are doing 90-hour weeks, but can we go and do a golf course reno on your house? And if we can get that, that'd be great. We got Nate Extreme. I don't understand the pricing of robot mowers. Seems extremely over the top. Is it the AI capabilities and functions of it that makes it, or the LiDAR technology that makes it so expensive? I'm not really sure. But every time I've seen one, they're super expensive. I mean, same with like robot vacuums and mops as well. I suppose they're quite expensive. If you guys are ever wanting to hire a Lawnhub chef, let me cook, let him cook. That is from let him cook. Jonesy's back. The Flockus Giggle said that. I don't know if we're looking for a Lawnhub chef, but maybe that could be something.
Maybe for a golf day.
Maybe for a golf day. Yeah. Although we got to wait a year for another golf day now.
Yeah.
But that we can definitely keep that in mind. Going to update the website as it's still showing October giveaway. Is it showing October giveaway as in on a banner? It shouldn't be. It should still show October giveaway as a blog post, but it shouldn't show it as a banner. That's just been kept there just to show what we did for October. Yeah, it's not as a banner. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. I don't actually have a list of what giveaways are doing for November, so that's why there's no November.
Yeah, we're giving away merch buckets, bro.
Okay, we're giving away merch buckets, bro.
Fuck, I needed that, man.
You feel good?
The stream was
strong. I know, you actually took a sec.
I was like, he is. I was still coming.
Damn.
So
that is a good stream.
It was. All right. Cool.
We are up to
Bush.
After Mr. Mumbles, we've got a John Pelosi. What is the priority after Lang Trojan? Unless you might have a different.
There was a question here about Bush. So
you answered that. I didn't answer Bush.
I love the Bush.
Love the Bush.
Have you guys got an update, Bush? Can you not get it from SA rather than interstate? Okay, Jack, to answer your question. So we say this a lot, but if we need to change a product from where we buy it from in terms of the supply, it's our responsibility to ensure that we get it replaced with either the exact material used or very, very similar, resulting in the same result. Unfortunately, the minerals and makeup of bush is not the same source of fertilizer that we can get here in South Australia at the moment. The guys up in Queensland can replicate it. I'm literally just waiting for the next piece of information for us to go look at it, use it, and go, let's do it. The reason we are going to Queensland is because the source of those raw materials are from Queensland. They don't make them here in South Australia. It's not, I suppose, mined, if you want to say it like that. It's done all up in Queensland. So, yeah, the supplier I've been talking to is very confident that they can replicate it exactly the same or near to it. So, hope that answers your question. All right. Sorry. Where were we?
So we've got the question from John Pelosi, which is what is more of a priority after laying Trojan, roots and shoots or wet for Kaku?
I would wait 7 to 14 days and then do an application of roots and wet together in the same tank, water it in. There is a question here from Reese Entley about postage. And it says, your postage deals are the best though. Price up on other sites and then add on postage. Fucking, let's send that guy fucking something. Reese Entley, send me an email, adam@lawnhub.com.au, saying that you had the best comment of the week. Because it fucking shits me to tears when people, especially on the lawn pages, go, Lawnhub's postage is a joke. What do you fucking mean it's a joke? You can literally go to our competitor's website. You can put over $1,000 in your cart and you'll get charged shipping. All you need to do for us is $200 and it's free. Otherwise, it's a flat rate shipping of $16.95. We've been very open and honest about this as well. What we charge for shipping in the under $200 orders, the actual cost to us is far more than $16.95. So we don't recoup. Anyway, that's all I'll say on that. Send me an email. I want to send you something. Maybe, here's an idea, Dylan. Maybe I'll have to think about how I say this. Might not be this podcast. Let me think about it. Okay. Sorry. You posters. I don't understand the pricing of robot miles. Did you talk about that?
We did. Yep.
That's fine. Okay, sorry. So where are we up to?
So the next one.
Oh, John Pelosi.
John, yeah.
Pelosi.
So Tim Me after that. He's talking.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, gents, sitting down with a coldie after mowing the lawn and watching you blokes.
Heaven. Oh. We're in heaven.
Copyright, YouTube. Bye.
Oh, I don't think it was that good, but we can say
not bad these days.
Yeah. John, use them both at the same time. That's to wet and roots. Clint O up the Scotty. Yeah, well, you are the recipient of a very good Scotty. He
might be biased.
He might be, but that is a beautiful machine. Hopefully it's doing well.
Yeah, I hope it's still kicking on. Yeah. We'd love to get a video of that if you could send through a little video of it. I think churning.
Clint, you still got my number? Send me a picture or a video of it. Yeah. What's the dream product for Lawnhub lineup? I'd personally love to see Lawnhub button-up shirt. Rep that shit in the business meeting. That's good. Flocus, giggle.
How about the little Ralph Lauren, but little Lawnhub logo?
Yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to get some dress shirts, especially when we go to real formal and corporate events. In our Lawnhub gear, that'd be nice. I don't know. Don't know. VJ, any idea when we are getting 5 litre pack of roots and shoots? Look, now that machine's set up, we looked at it the other day. We've done 18,000 litres out of the liquid machine. That might sound like a lot, but we're still actually getting used to it. And we actually spoke about this on Monday or Tuesday internally. So if we were to change the bottle machine to 5 litres, for example, there'd be some downturn. So it would take time. So not only does it take time to redo the little gates, the sensors, it would take time. And if right now, if we had to go from 1 litres to 5 litres, it'd probably take us a day to get it right. So we would just have to make sure that we have enough 1 litres made up so that if something catastrophic goes wrong, we'll be okay until it gets back up and running again. So I know we talked about 5 litres for the spring launch. Things happened, unfortunately, out of our control. it's more, I suppose what I'm saying, it's more in our control now than it ever has been. We just need to execute on the 1 litres in terms of the machine, and then we'll go from there. Have you been enjoying the content and memes on the Lawnhub Legends Facebook page? Absolutely, Timmy. I love it. I'm going to be honest, during the day, I don't delve into Facebook as much as I used to because we've got Riley downstairs. So I'm not really on my phone in that sense. But no, it has been great. There's some funny shit on there. And like Clint said, it will never be moderated, hopefully. So
yeah. It's probably the way.
Yeah, I think so. I think, there's a Lawnhub chat, but I'm not in the chat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I did see the chat, but I'm like, nah, if I get in there, I'll start saying silly things and then, they'll get said on other pages and then, someone's wife buys him all the lawnmowers he wants. Oh, shit.
Damn. Brand new Scotty.
Oh, damn. People that know will know. Yeah. But anyway.
Good little meme page.
Yeah, good little meme page.
Seems like admins,
Yeah.
got the Lawnhub spirit, I suppose, in a way.
Clint lawn a very expensive hobby. Yes, it can be. It can be. It doesn't need to be. It can be.
But if you win,
yeah, well, that's right.
It's much less expensive.
Honestly, surprised you guys don't sell branded orange jumpsuits already. Yeah, trust me. Now that we've got a 4th media person, maybe that can be something for them to do. Maybe. Don't know. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one.
Okay, so these were the Instagram questions from the story. So AAAZron, Azron. Should wintergrass killer be spot sprayed or spray entire lawn? I do need more information on that one. If it's Power Check, I would do the entire lawn. If it's David Gray's wintergrass killer, which came out in a new bottle yesterday, you can spot spray that if you want. All right, Adelaide plant recovery.
Ooh,
recovery. Adelaide plant recovery. Pete, how do I get rid of onion weed? Duke herbicide. That is the only registered active to effectively target onion grass in lawn. There are other products, but that's the active that you want, the one that's in Duke. East side mowing, cost effective pre-emergence. Which ones are the go? Liquid is the most cost effective. In terms of product, Barricade or Spartan is fine. Elizabethane 06. I've butchered that. You guys never asked the Insta questions. We're answering them now. Azron again. How long should I wait to apply 3-way after roots and shoots and wet? About 14 days. Another one from Azron. He's on fire. In my soil, if my soil is very sandy, WA, lawn patchy, how many millimeters should I aim to water per week? Still 25, regular use of a wetting agent. Help retain moisture in the soil. Vithy, will you lads be at the Clipsal 500 this year? I'm not. Dylan's not. Oh, unless you're going on the weekend?
Nah. Will
Just,
not be.
Yeah, no. No commitment. Vithy, when will the Lawnhub Black Friday sale start? On the 28th of November. You got 13 days. What's your golf league number so we can follow along on your way to live? Well,
the pressure of that.
Jesus, what is my golf link number? All right. You ready? You just listening? If you're there, Vithy. Here we go. All right. 50508 02471. 50508 02471. 7.7 at the moment. Crept out a bit. And I'll just check my phone now to see if there's any new instas. You would if you're on Instagram and Facebook, check out our story.
Let me give you a couple of Instagrams here, mate. I got from Ace Velj, when should I mow after top dressing?
As soon as you've got good coverage of grass coming back through the sand, and if you've got a cylinder mower, when there's no sand left.
Good answer.
You don't want to get it stuck in the blades and ruin them. No more questions from the Instagram stories.
Dan Verso on Instagram chat. Have I heard you say before to use wet with some foliar products to help sticking to the leaf? ?
Yes.
So best not to water in wet on these occasions?
Correct. So that's at the surfactant rate, which I think is 20 mil in 10 litres of water or 20 mil in 5 litres of water. That's, the surfactant rate of wet dual purpose product. So yes, things like Duke needs a surfactant. Things like NSFW for hard to kill weeds, a surfactant. Monument, if you're using that, you can also use a surfactant as well to help the product stick to the leaf. Any more?
That's all.
That's all. All right, cool, because we've got some more here. Nade Extreme, brand new MoMaster. Clint's already spoken about this. He tried to get a MoMaster painted orange, but they were not interested. So,
is that a hard task? I don't understand.
So it'd be like a company coming to us and say, "Can you give us Lawnhub shirts, but instead of the orange, can it be pink?"
Yeah, okay, that's their branding.
That's their branding. I got no. I actually respect that. And we wouldn't want to purchase a MoMaster and then, well, maybe we could purchase it and get it repainted. Anyway, the mower that we're giving away this month is the Swardman Electra painted orange lawn hubber. It's going to look fucking sick. I kind of want it, to be honest. Yes. This chat is actually fairly tame. It is today. Yeah, it is. I don't know. It just feels like there's so much going on. Like I honestly, not going to lie, guys, you've done a great job in the comments. Thank you so much. I just thought I was going to be talking for like 40 minutes and go like, fuck, no one wants to talk to me. I got nothing to talk about, but it's honestly been, it's been cracker. I'd love to be a stay-at-home dad and have a wife who buys me a 1/4 acre block, a brand new MoMaster, funds all my renos and buys. Riley, piss off. There you go. All my competitors' ferts. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Look, yeah, you guys can have fun with that one. But all I'm saying, Dylan, all I'm saying in this situation is, and please, if I ever get out of hand in the future, bring this video up. Never, ever, ever forget where you came from. That's all I'm saying. Because you never start with everything unless you're Donald Trump when he got a small loan of $1 million from his father. But you never start with everything, and it's always important to remember the people that helped you to get where you were and don't shit on them. Not saying that I've been shit on by anyone. I'm just saying. Isn't that right, Dylan?
That's right. He's pointing at me directly.
Yeah, at the camera. No, not you directly. I'm just saying, just in general.
Yep.
Because what's Clint saying?
He's got a few.
The ones where the tide rises, the boats rise with you. For the people that are just coasting along, but when times get bad, those something along. I don't know. Someone Google it and tell me, because tide. I'll Google it.
I can answer this one. Bodie Hole, while watching this live, have the postie turn up with my Lawnhub products. Can't wait to use it today. Cheers, lads. Cheers, Bodie. Hope you enjoy the products. Make sure to tag us and chuck on an Instagram story. Bloody beautiful. Love your work. Keep it up.
Love it.
And from Flockus, are we doing a series on the lawn out the front of the new warehouse? I miss Dylan's media chat. Yes, we are. We are doing some filming. I think we'll be doing a lot of filming next week as well, if that's correct, Jonesy. Mm-hmm. And we have already filmed one part of that, but we are getting through it. We are doing Black Friday, which will come to an end very, very shortly, if not today. So we'll be back on the organic content train. Stay tuned.
A rising tide lifts all boats. That's the saying. So Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. How soon after germination should I put out roots? Like, honestly, once you get that nice green haze across a germinated lawn, get the roots down. It will love it. Trust me. Not too much, though. Don't do an Ervo.
Or do, if you want it to look elite for like
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
And then disease.
You got a girl you want to impress who's coming over?
Imagine that being a flex. Like, you know, and it's bad, and Angel's going to be so angry at me for saying this, but like, I often think if I was single, I'd be shit. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, yeah, I got a fucking sick lawn. That's all I come back. Yeah, that's all I got. I got a Land Cruiser as well.
You invite her to mini golf. Yeah, just take her to your front lawn.
Yeah. So
why don't we come in and get a drink?
Oh fucking hell, I'm in trouble. That's right, Ange. Love you.
Nah, it's fine. You were being honest. You don't know what you'd do.
Yes.
But lucky you got Ange.
Yeah, that's right. That is right.
Got your back.
Nate Extreme's comment was so funny. Thanks to the legend for sending through the link to the SMS sign up. No worries. Is there a link for it? Is there?
I think there's a page where it has the email and text, but then that also didn't show text to me. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, try to do a Black Friday landing page that has that
interesting
Shopify asset inputted, but we're working on it.
Yeah, so we are doing a series on the lawn out the front. I think you already said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the warehouse tour. The warehouse tour we need to be smart about because like we want it set up properly. So the next phase will probably be the liquid machine. And then the granule machine's due next month as well. So obviously we want to do something based around that as well. You know, it'll also be an insight to our competitors. So we'll show them what we're doing so they can copy us.
Yep.
Like literally, some of them are getting, it's actually getting hilarious. They think they're the original. Like the people that think that they put fertilizer in buckets first, but your business started after ours, please sit the fuck down.
Have you heard that? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, sit the fuck down.
Actually, no.
You cannot say that you've been putting fertilizer in buckets before us when your company was created after Lawnhub. The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah.
You know? And just like we do an ad. 2 days later, that person has the same ad. To the point where the text was exactly the same.
The text as well?
The text body was exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, here we go. So on our website, when you purchase something and the shipping note says dispatch same or next business day. 2 days later, dispatch same day or next business day. Like, I said to Clint, we should do a like a malware post where it's like in there's a secret message in our text, I've copied this from Lawnhub, blah 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 blah, just see how many people use it. Because why not?
Why not?
Why do all the hard work? I didn't think buckets were so high tech. No, they're not high tech. They're not high tech at all. Flocus. There's just people out there that have also put fertilizer in their buckets, which is fine. Like, people put fertilizer in bags, and that's a staple. Like, what we're saying is no one's copied us. What we're saying is there's competitors out there saying they're the original bucketers of fertilizer when their making of their company was after Lawnhub, and Lawnhub's always been in buckets. So.
No, we copied. No.
Yeah, no, we copied.
No, we copied.
We copied.
We're a copier. Copycat.
Yep. 42. Who would have thought we would have last? Thanks, Clint. He'll send a vid in a few weeks. Looking forward to it.
Good. Very good.
Can't believe it's 42 episodes. We're coming up to a year.
Yeah, very close.
That's crazy.
It almost feels like it's been a year, doesn't it? Because you think we've just moved a lot. There's a lot that's happened in here.
Yeah, so we moved into Cavan the 1st of November, as we did here. So that was 12 months. And then we didn't start a podcast straight away at Cavan. So, yeah,
it was almost straight away, but it wasn't straight away. It was like a week, maybe 2.
That's crazy.
It was pretty quick, though.
Yeah, we had a water sponsor for a little bit. We did have a sponsor.
We did actually have a sponsor, yeah. I actually had to put in sponsored when I put in the metadata for YouTube and Spotify. Was this video sponsored? You know what? Actually, it was. Yes.
Yes, it was.
Is that just not anything?
Oh, like Clint said, he's just terrible at following things up. So
yeah.
So if you just got to be at the front of his mind when he does things like that.
It was good water as well. I didn't even like sparkling.
It was. It cleansed my palate. You know, it got me on the fizzy waters, on the spicy waters.
Spicy waters. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What was for some lunch? Quinoa and with Trojan seasoning. Yeah, Jesus. That'll put hairs on your chest in a bucket.
Got an Instagram here from Glee50. I hit the lawn with NSFW the other week, then mowed 4 days after, and now I've got white tips on the grass. It's now been a week since I mowed, and I still have white tips. Should I mow again or hold off?
That's just some bleaching. It's highly likely that the NSFW wasn't 100% fully taken up by the plant, and that I've seen that happen before. What will happen is the next time you mow, those white tips essentially will disappear. If they come back again, it may be mower blades. That's something also to look out for. But essentially, once the grass grows up and you chop it off next, it will be fine. Flocus, sounds like Clint needs a PA. He does. And they are also very busy doing other things. And you know, I know sometimes we get caught up in a lot of it, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we're trying to do as well that take up a lot of our time. So there are things that, you know, that we can't talk about because, you know, our competitors might go, oh, we'll do that too, you know. But at the end of the day, it's just to make sure that you guys, you know, are satisfied. So, for example, I've got a meeting on Monday with a new shipping platform. I don't know if anyone really cares, but essentially what this means is that you guys potentially could receive your orders quicker, and we don't charge anymore. I'm not going to charge you bloody $50 freight for it. You know, it's just a process that allows us to get orders out quicker. You know, things like that. What else are we doing at the moment? Obviously, we've got the US, that sort of stuff. That's, you know, that's going to take up bulk time. So when it comes to a water sponsor for a podcast, you know, it's all respective, you know. As much as I'd love a water sponsor, I'd actually, here you go. Here's a shout out or a call out. A call for action. No.
Call to action?
Call to action. Like if there's a company out there that sells water and has water fridges, I'll have one in my office. I'll talk about it every day. Because I love bottled water. I love cold water. That's the killer.
Yeah.
Cold water. If it's not cold, it ain't right. Something about if you ain't something, it ain't right.
Yeah.
Something to do with that business that Clint tried to say that time.
What's that? God, I'm so bad with names.
Yeah. If you know, you know, right?
Yep. How often can you put down roots and shoots from Matt Culvanor?
Again, you don't want to overdo it, but once a month is fine. Once every 4 to 6 weeks. Some companies sell water. Yeah, I know they do.
No, they don't, Scott. No,
I know they do. I'm just looking for, because I like water. It's funny, but I'd really like water.
I saw a Liquid Death can in Clint's office. Maybe we get in touch with Liquid Death.
Nah, they didn't reply.
Bastards.
I didn't realise that they sponsored like Joe Rogan and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
They're not going to sponsor us if they're sponsoring Joe Rogan.
Nah, unless they thought it was hilarious.
Adam loves leaving his water bottles everywhere, so it'll be well prompted. Josie, I've actually been making a real conscious effort not to. I've only left like maybe 3 or 4 around the warehouse this week, so that's pretty good.
3 or 4 for the week.
That's pretty good. And then
you need a water bottle.
No, then when we're getting a drinking fountain downstairs that will have cold, which will have cold water. So, I could have a water bottle rather than going to the fridge and getting more water bottles and losing them. I'll know that the bright pink one will be mine.
The bright pink one.
Yes.
Yeah. 2 litre big boy. Big girl.
All the pink bits. When is Rate My Lawn returning? Alternatively, when does Hate My Lawn begin? Well, that's a great question, Nate. I'm thinking after Christmas or the lead up to Christmas because, like, again, I'm not as active on Facebook during the day, but I'm at night, and there's still a lot of people recovering from their renos at the moment, ready for Christmas. So I reckon around Christmas, we'll start up Rate My Lawn again, and Lawn of the Week in the weekly cut.
Yeah.
And Hate My Lawn, I don't know. When do you guys want to see Hate My Lawn? Is there any segments that you guys want to see? Kira's all about the segments.
True. Kira's segment girl.
Not as wet as Lawnhub products that water stuff through. That's right, Scott. Not as wet as Lawnhub products that water stuff through. Wet. And Josie's laughing. Well, is there any more Insta questions, Dilbo?
No, that is all from the Insta.
Well, I'll hang around here for a couple, maybe another minute, get your questions in. Otherwise... yeah, we haven't done any of this shameless stuff. If you like the podcast, make sure you rate it 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. Make sure you give it a thumbs up on the YouTubes and you hit that subscribe button because it goes a long way. Did I do it right?
You did really well. If you've listened this far in the podcast, that means you really do like the podcast. Yeah, so definitely let us know.
And we couldn't do what we do if it's not for you. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was unscripted. See, Izzy, I can't be scripted. You give me a script, crumble. You on the fly,
ready to rock,
ready to go.
Yeah,
Ervo's the same. Clint's built different. He
is built different. I told you, he still wasn't prepared. I told him, I was like, Clint doesn't need a script. Just like give him a dot point.
Yeah.
And he came back from that shoot and was like, oh yeah, he is a different man.
Yeah. He's built different.
Yeah.
I can talk to a customer in the shop, put a script in front of me, melt like fucking hot butter on a hot day.
It's so funny, hey, because on the live you can just not even stutter and answer every single question that's thrown at you.
I know.
And
I fucking hate it. It annoys me.
It doesn't make sense. This should be the one that scares you the most.
The thing is, I don't get nervous about this podcast anymore.
Yeah.
First couple.
Did you for a while?
The first couple I did. Yeah. The first one with the first guest with Dan Caddy, I was shitting it. Yeah. Dan was good. I was going to message Dan, but I know he's really busy.
That was a good podcast.
It was a good podcast.
It was sad to hear that he was stopping his content because he's actually...
Yeah. I mean, he is active still somewhat in the pages, especially Lawn Geeks. But, yeah, it's... Yeah, obviously, you know...
Life gets in the way.
People's amusement for a 12-minute video every Saturday over working full-time to support your family. Like, family first, right?
I suppose, but also it could be a hobby.
It could be.
And then it could become a side hustle.
But like he said,
he was on the side.
It was still a hobby he was still doing it as a hobby, but then instead of mowing the lawn for a couple of hours on the weekend, watering, cleaning up, it was that plus editing.
Yeah.
Plus,
so it triples, quads the time.
All that sort of shit. And, I'm not sure about most people, but I dip my finger in Premiere Pro and I'm fucking garbage with it. So
have you really?
Yeah, for like 5 seconds.
For like 5, and then okay.
I downloaded it from a very legal website, so legal that it gave it to me for free.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, you should tell the team about that because
I don't know where it is now. It'll be long gone.
Yeah, it's hard to get them that legal.
Yeah, that legal is partnership messages. What's that on it? I haven't been on the Lawnhub Instagram in ages. Anyway.
We do have one here from YD01 on Instagram.
Yes.
He said he's seeded 4 weeks ago, and when can he use NSFW?
At least 12 weeks. Ideally when you have a nice even coverage of lawn, especially seeding. You can always deal with weeds later. It's just important that you get that germination and that establishment of the lawn first. I think sometimes bit like young Australian purchasing habits. Just need a little bit of patience. I think sometimes we are a bit bit trigger happy when it comes to applying herbicides to target weeds, especially in new lawns. Just take your time. Nath Mandrang, when you guys keep putting chilled water filter in the new building, hopefully next week. It's here, just needs to be hooked up and plumbed. We've got a hand washing basin coming as well, so that'll remain in the warehouse so people can wash their hands before they come into the lunchroom and offices, because it's a workplace after all. You're going to get dirty hands. So what are you doing this weekend, Dylan?
This weekend is the gala night for the MLS Master Landscapers Association, so I will be spending my nights.
So you're working?
I'm working.
Who else is working?
Izzy and Kira.
So three team
members banging it out, doing video content. Oh, no, wait. Panic. Sorry, Izzy. We are hanging it out. No, that's not much better either. That's on Sunday.
Yes, that's on Sunday.
That's Sunday. But I got a new pup. Little miniature dash hound.
Yeah, I did. I remember you saying that you were going to. So you did it. You committed.
Committed. Got it. It's
nice.
Here now.
Do you want to bring it over and meet Lexi or?
I think maybe just wait a little bit. He's about this big.
Yeah, okay.
And Lexi would be like, "That's a fun toy to just absolutely destroy."
Oh, look, a hot dog.
Oh, look. Yeah, one goal actual. Yeah.
Oh, there is a question here. Sorry. Is a straight urea product a good thing? It can be. Depending what you're trying to achieve, it can be, but it's not a long-term solution. So probably not bringing him around.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
To recap or to finish that, yeah.
It's going to be the aircon better be blaring in that room tomorrow night, Dylan.
Oh, dude, at least you get to sit down. We'll be running around. We're going to be extra sticky. This isn't helping, but. And all Dusty Adventures says 3-way boy. I'm assuming that's based off the three of us working.
Yes.
But yes, it will be a hot day. Might not be night.
No, it'll be
cold.
humid as fuck though.
Yeah.
Humid af. Well, there was planes seeding, so. Yeah,
well, at least it's at the
seeding
end of the
for the crops next door.
For the crops next door, because there's a big field out there.
Yeah, they were seeding for the crops.
I'd show the camera there, but it doesn't actually turn that far.
Yeah.
So otherwise, I'd show you. But
and the blinds down.
And the blinds down. I have to turn it up, and I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
But last night there was a show out here. The planes were doing a show because we're next to the RAF base. I think they were preparing, or they were practicing for the 500. For the seeding of the crops, yeah.
They were practicing for
yeah. But there's no reason why it's raining tomorrow after being 39.
Why would that be weird? Because it's not like we are due for a day that doesn't rain.
That's right.
It's actually 39 degrees, but that's fine.
Nath Mandrang wrote, so no need to get all those water bottles in. No, there's not, but the cold drinking fountain will be downstairs and my office is upstairs.
he wants the fridge with the water.
Yeah.
And it can't be downstairs because then he has to go downstairs and get it. So it needs to be also a fridge upstairs.
I did something like 15,000 steps on Monday. There's a lot. And 16 flights of stairs.
Damn.
Just
getting water.
just getting
up
water.
And down.
Yeah.
Just getting water. So that's why he needs a sponsor.
Funny story. I had to buy new shorts this week, and not because they're old and haggard. They're just too big now because I've lost 10 kilos. So they're coming in the mail. Looking forward to them. I think they might be a bit short though, Dylan.
Oh, booty shorts.
Yeah, they might be booty shorts.
You got the Reedies.
I did get the Reedies, yeah. They might be a little bit booty shorty, but I'll show them off anyway. Might make some money on the side.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Patreon, subscribe. Link in the description.
Mr. Mumbles, crop dusting. Yeah, crop dusting is the event before you seed to get good seed to soil contact.
Yeah. Now, we're not professionals.
No, not professional advice, not financial advice, not to be used in a survey paper. working out of an equation or on a lawn page. Scott Watson, trying to sabotage the front lawn. Yes, they are. Stewie Griffin, Family Guy, got a personal fridge. Be warned of the risks. That's right. Okay. Anything else on Insta?
Got one more here.
That'll be
one more here. From the Glee 50, same guy. He's asked a question before. He says, does the onion weed killer work? Does it kill all the seeds as well?
It won't kill all the seeds. It's going to kill the plant and the bulb. That's the most important thing. You kill the bulb, you'll stop the propagation of the onion into other areas. The onion weed, sorry. They don't propagate from weeds. They propagate from each other. So you kill the source, you kill the weed. All right. That's it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for that whole time. That's incredible.
Yeah, we made it.
We've had good view. I've been watching the little eye icon here, and it's remained very positive throughout the whole podcast. So it's great to see that people hang on for that long. Until next week, who knows what next week's got in store, considering the week we've had this week. But I'll see you next week. Be safe, and I'll see you next week.
See you later, guys. Thanks for having me.